Hey everybody, Jim, Final Neuron, back for some more Ogre Battle 64. Let's get to it. So this time, it's not my fault. It's not my fault that I can't go do the Dragon Quest stuff, because we have to go right back where we were. Royal Blood. And I'm guessing we're going to deal with Amrius, or what's his face, Procus, and not Yumal. This is the current situation. Keep it in mind, I've said this a million times now. Oh, cool. What is this? Now, let me explain how we should go about capturing the fortress. I thought we did that last time. We've set up temporary headquarters to the south of the fortress. The objective is Fort Romulus, protected by double walls. We must take Fort Romulus. If this is your first time sieging a fortress like this, it's different than your previous battles. We've taken so many forts. It's cool that this is like a different style of map, but that's total bullcrap that we haven't taken a fort before. This fortress is ringed with precipices and thick castle walls. Only air units can access the fortress directly. You must approach the fortress gates and destroy them. Your troops will begin dismantling the gate when they near it. They will be preoccupied with the gate. Make sure they aren't attacked. Until you breach the castle gates, we won't know what's going on inside. Obviously, we should expect resistance once inside the gates. So wait a second. So it's also a vision blocker, right? Unlike previously, there aren't any strongholds inside the castle walls to be liberated. Your men can still be healed, but they can't regroup. What does that mean? You can only do that back at headquarters. Don't forget. So, what does that mean? What do you mean when you say regroup? Like, if I can heal, are you saying I can't switch characters between units? The only thing I typically use a town for is the shop, the witch's den, and healing. This is very confusing, but don't worry. You're experienced enough to handle it. It's the only thing confusing is your description. All right, so I don't see a reason not to hit both of them, both gates at the same time. Obviously, if air units can jump, they probably have air units. So we'll keep, a small force back at our temporary headquarters. We'll hit one side with probably a couple of units and the other side with a bunch. So just arbitrarily, I'm going to say we'll go right first. But as usual, we'll end up playing off of whatever they do first. Restricted by ramparts and castle gates, a legion cannot enter strongholds. Huh? You'd like to use a unit from a legion? Don't worry, I've disbanded the legion, thus improving their battle efficiency many times. Just concentrate on the battle. No, Hugo, no one ever wanted to use a legion. They're bad. They're outright bad. Amrius, okay. So the boss is Amrius. Losing condition, exceeding the time limit. Well, crap, okay. We're definitely going to hit as hard as we can right off the bat then. So I'm thinking that I'm going to bias towards groups that have some kind of sustain. Just because that will reduce the amount of time that they'll need to spend going and finding somewhere to recuperate. I'll start with a bias towards those and then follow up with other stuff. Okay, so right off the bat, we see nothing. We're not locking onto the gates, so it seems like there's nothing really to target there. So we're not going to worry about that. We'll go ahead and let Dio go west. And together with him, we'll send... who's a really good self-sustain? Shirley's a pretty good self-sustain. We'll let her go. Everyone else, I'll leave Isom at home. Yeah, we'll leave Isom at home. Linus can go as a support over this way, but I don't want her to get too close to the gate because her skeletons are vulnerable to getting perma-killed. And then other than that, we'll move everybody else up. You can see when we get close here, that says highway. Highway. And then that says before the castle gate. So I assume that that's some kind of special zone, kind of like a town, that allows you to start operating on the gate. So I'm keeping 3 groups back. Isom, Redcliffe, and who's the last one? Debonair. Everybody else is splitting out. Isom, do me a favor. Give us some visibility. So the time's ticking by. It's hard to tell exactly how much time we have in like real unpaused terms. So we're just going to go with it. We just won't waste time. There's a paladin group here. Okay. He may have a blessed sword. It's hard to say. That group's going to be easy to beat. They stuck all their physical strikes in the back where they get reduced. Not sure why they would do that. This one is much stronger. If that knight were in the front, they would get all their strikes. So we'll just have to see. And let's see if they engage these paladins. Doesn't look like it. They're going to get stacked on. So there's not much hope of them being able to get away. Dio sporting his new sword Fafnir. Oh, and also I think Sigmund is on that. Wow. I think Sigmund is on one of those swordsmen. Looks like Fafnir is only doing physical damage. I may have to switch that off of him. Because even with a big stat bonus, it won't bypass defense as well, and so it won't be as strong. Yeah, he's definitely doing less, and it looks like it's physical. So we're going to have to consider taking that off of him. Although it looks cool. It almost looks like a Cloud Strife Buster Sword. And Dio's group does have some really strong weapons on it. The stat bonuses they get are huge. Heal? Come on. They've got 4 physical strikes. They're going to have to do a lot of critting. Never mind. 2 physical strikes. I don't think even with all crits that they could kill my sword master, the one in the middle. Well, they sure can now. Oh, that's a crit. Wow. Lucky them. They actually did great getting that many crits on me. I think I only need 2 attacks to be able to polish them off. And I've got it like 3 more. So, yeah, this should be done. Wow. Wow. Very good. That's about almost competing with Destined for damage. And Destined is an unholy level damage dealer. Champion statuette. Okay, Becca. This may go well. Let's see if I can target. Nah, I can't really target leader. It's going to depend on the Quetzalcoatl and whether he gets disabled. Yeah, that's too bad. There's a chance that I lose this because a lot of my damage is getting canceled by that paralyze. A lot of it. A lot. Oh, here we go. Nice. The paralyze on that paladin took a good slice out of their damage. So I actually ended up winning that one. Because of how they have their units lined up, what I'm going to do here is move Becca to the front. And yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. I'd like to see that come off. The unit led by Dio will begin demolishing the castle gate. I like it. Any second now, we're going to see something hop over the center line, headed for my headquarters. Nothing else makes sense, right? Like, saying that air units can get over and blocking our visibility, there's got to be something coming. So they did stun one of my dragons, but not the other one. Oh, they barely survived that. Just barely. Oh, this is going to get ugly. Oh, too bad. Actually, I probably should have switched their formation just because the Radiant Gale is going to do a lot less damage than their breath attack would have. 25 experience each. These are high-level units, because Becca was a pretty high-level unit herself. Kusanagi. I already have one that I'm not using. Becca will begin demolishing the gates, and so on, and so forth. I wonder if they will... Nope. Okay. Okay, indeed. So there's a bunch of stuff moving around in here. I don't know if it's headed towards us or if it's patrolling around or something. But this looks like a satyr. Yep. Okay. That should be fine. I'm assuming they get a magic attack in the back. We'll just try to spike it down quick. Something similar here, except that ogre. Ogres are always a threat. Always, always. Because if they crit, man. That one's very easy to assassinate. That one's really easy to assassinate. And then we've got this unit, which... it may be headed towards us. It's kind of hard to tell. Kind of hard to tell. We'll go ahead and have Becca head to take that off. Take that out. Because her dragon breaths can all hit it. And that seems like a pretty good way to deal with it. We have a Deanna. Okay. Very vulnerable. Very, very, very vulnerable. We'll just go ahead and choose somebody. Isem's best girl can go ahead and take that out. We're not really seeing anything. Ah, there we go. Undead. That's fine. Don't care. We can send Shirley after that one. And Dio can go ahead and try to take this near one. Surely you can handle those undead. And I think I did give her a fire weapon so that her combo would do paralyze. Becca. You know the plan. So carry out the plan. Love it. Yes. Unfortunately, that Siren's going to get to do her spell. That would have been an uncomfortable amount of damage, considering there's also archers back there. So they're going to get more bow attacks. I don't think a crit can kill her. Yeah, I was correct. So that's a skull. Unfortunately, it's enough damage. Becca needs to step back now. The experience is good. The experience is good. There is a definite difficulty spike based on experience levels on this map. Zero question. So we'll go ahead and have her come back. Actually, we'll just have her back a little. I think that's probably better. And Linus, I doubt there's a whole lot of holy attacks coming in here. So we'll have her step up. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's just go weakest. There's no telling what that satyr's going to do. I like his axe. I want his axe. I'll say that carefully. I want a piece of that axe. He's the only one I expect to be capable of any damage. They don't have a gremlin that can cancel my healing, so my sustain should go just fine. Yeah, that's too bad. That's a lot of damage that it canceled. But again, my sustain will carry me through. Very so-so damage. Come on, Dio. I'm depending on you to come through here. So I think I have two more sword strikes, or were those the last two? Nope, there we go. Oh, my dude woke up. Good. Okay, so that should seal it. I should win this handily. And Dio's experience is eh. So I guess Dio's a much higher level than Becca. Dio, take a break. Shirley? I mean, Isom's girl. We're hitting leader. We're killing leader. We're assassinating leader. We're getting rid of leader. We're removing leader. Kill it. Kill it. No sleep. No sleep. Ugh. And then the Deanna does something terrible. Okay, that damage from the Deanna was not too bad. It would have been nice if it had woken Aisha up, though, so that I could get some heals out of her. Yep. Gremlins are actually a pretty solid way of applying control because unlike witches, they also deal damage. And it's not a lot, but it's both. So, in that way, I would say gremlins are better than witches. And if you have an enemy unit where there's really only one character, probably the leader, that's a threat in terms of damage, you can probably get away with using Gremlin's stat down attack. But otherwise, between Gremlins and Fairies, the only attack that's any good is Abyss. That was a fair attack, but only fair. If I recall, I gave Shirley a nice intelligence up item. Oh no. I forgot that changes class. Turning them into a heavy control unit would be extremely annoying. Plasma Storm. What are you going to do? That should kill the leader. Even a block, it should... Yeah, okay. 37 experience. Man, for one kill. That is a lot of experience for a kill. So let's have Shirley take out this satyr. I didn't know satyrs had names like Jones. Looks like that satyr's coming down, and this one probably is as well. Yeah, so let's go ahead and have Aznabel step up a little, but we'll have Linus do the hit on this satyr that's coming up. Shirley, let's do it. Pretty soon we're going to be able to capture the middle, and as soon as we capture the middle, we're going to be able to move everything forward. Okay, mediocre damage. Now that's mediocre damage right there. Freya just don't have it, man. They just don't have it. The only thing I can say positively about Freya is Freya can combo with Leia, who you have no choice over what her class is. Yeah, that's not a surprise. My damage was not good. And I think that Shirley's lack of levels might be a part of that. She needs more levels. I kind of wanted Dio to heal, but I think Shirley's fine and she can screen. Looks like Isom's girl is about to pick up more than one fight here, but she should be good. Dio ends up fighting after all. That'll be fine. Yeah, he's in pretty good shape. 164 on a crit. Wow. Yeah, that's most of their damage output. You know what? I think I'd rather have a witch than this Freya. She does next to nothing. The best thing she does is provide rear support for that sword master in the front so that he can't get disabled. Pathetic. Alright, I should have 3 more sword strikes. That should be enough to clean this up. $78 on a hit is awesome. I love that. Alright, Shirley, how about we just chill here for a second and then recover fatigue? We do have a time limit on this level. Maybe I focus a little bit less on which units need experience and just try to get in there and blast them. They've got 3 gremlins in the back. That might be enough to be dangerous to Aisha. Also, because of how this unit's laid out, they can cancel a lot of attacks. There it is. There's the sleep. So 2 more of those is probably enough to kill Aisha, which we don't want. You know what? We'll go ahead and retreat. The next time we face that unit, those gremlins will be in the front because I'll be attacking them from behind. And they won't be able to do that spell. They'll do their useless spell. Okay, we know what Europe is doing next. Annoying. Alright, we're going to have Aznabel go ahead and head straight to the center to see what's going on there. We don't see any air units yet. Isom's enough. We're going to have these guys go up the west side. We got lucky with Europea. She could have gotten side or back flanked and then had Aisha get killed. That would have been terrible. It would have been really terrible. Thank goodness. Okay, so Aisha can heal herself now. And we don't have to worry about her getting nixed by gremlins. Nice solid heal. Front line is getting a little beat up, but nothing too bad. So I switched out Europea's sword. It looks like that's a physical damage sword also. So there's at least a couple of swords that need to be changed out after this map. Dodge tanking is good and all, but you still got to deal damage to win. We are going to have to hurry in order. Varnet. Okay, Varnet. We're going to have to hurry to clear up skulls because we don't have tons of time to mess around with them. Shirley. Camp. And Shirley. Uncamp. Oh dear. Oh dear. Leader, good. Tank it, tank it. Oof. No question, a crit will kill that. But an abyss and a hit will kill it too. Yeah, we're gonna have to get out of here. Ouch. We're gonna have to get out of here the second that our attacks go off. Gotta go. They came out way ahead. That group's dangerous. It didn't look that dangerous. Boy, it is. They canceled my heals straight off the bat. We'll let her chill here in tent mode. And hopefully that's enough to get some recuperation. Maybe take another fight. This is kind of dangerous because my units are getting pinned in. I'm going to hope that was a fatigue item. We'll see what... okay, good. Because I would really like to target that ogre. I can kill the ogre. No crit, no crit, no crit, no crit, no crit, no crit. Ugh. Wow. Boy, is that a lot of damage. Alright. No ogre 2 in a row. No ogre 2 in a row. Would y'all make up your mind who you're going to attack? Heal. That is outright intimidating. Ugh. Okay. We should get more sword strikes. Hopefully that ogre is going down this time, because I'm not quite sure how to handle him if he's not. Especially since... Come on, Dio. Especially since he was getting another attack. Ooh. 30 experience off of killing a gremlin. That's a lot of experience. Gremlins and fairies are considered to be like smaller size units, smaller size characters, and they tend to yield less experience. So that means they are way over leveled. Alright, that should put him able to handle 2 crits from the ogre. Or 3 attacks. Or a crit and an attack. Yikes. Maybe a crit and an attack. These are level 27. Yeah, that's pretty high. Pretty high indeed. We'll expect him to end up having to face another fight. And survive it, hopefully. He may have to pop another heal item. It's rare that I have to pop a heal item. I sure had to this time. And Shirley's not in shape to fight either. She does have heal items. Maybe that's the right choice there, is to have her use at least one heal item and push in. I imagine it is. I'm a little annoyed by it. When you have a cleric or a priest, some fights act as recovery in and of themselves, because you will gain hit points over the course of the fight. Like this one, for sure. The most damage they could have done to me would have been about 18 to 20, something like that. Europea, who I rely on a lot, is gaining experience off of this. That shows you just how high level these units are. There's a big jump in their levels. Gonna go ahead and field pause. These guys have such low damage. If possible, it would be great to have someone like Destin go after them. Come on. Good. That's about as perfect as I could imagine. Setting it up for someone else to clear out. What was it? Like 22 and 11 hit points? Super low. Okay, Destin. There you are. Finish, please. Take the skull. There's one more unit here that I can see that's not a skull. Aznabel's headed towards it. We'll just have to see how that goes. Dio is hopefully going to be finishing good. Yes. Is hopefully going to be finishing this one off. The ogre's gone. The threat's gone. Everything else can be handled just fine. Thank goodness. What do you say? You die. Wow. 160. Absolutely coming through. That's a lot of experience too. Pop. Ice chain. Hey, that sounds cool. He's doing so well. Let's have him move to the middle directly. We'll have Shirley decamp. And hopefully take this skull. What's in here? I don't want to lose characters to a skull. No, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Shirley can do that. I'm getting a lot of fatigue. It's a little bit annoying because you can see the passage of time is very slow on this map. But my fatigue is gathering at least as fast. Perhaps faster. Yeah, he just crossed over the threshold. The shape of your fatigue flag changes. Okay. Based on how much fatigue you have. And when you're in a higher fatigue state, you get a worse penalty. Doesn't seem very fair to me. Aznabel, out of all the units I've had, you're the one that's the best at assassinating single characters. I need you to come through. Also, both of the guys in Aznabel's group, both he and his other Black Knight, they've got new weapons. They've got weapons that make their old high stat bonus weapons look weak. And of course, they're the only Black Knights. They're the only ones that can use those weapons. So it's not like there's a whole lot of competition for the best. We've already fired our pumpkins. And we've fired half of our attacks. There's no need to sit around and take 4 more ogre strikes. That's just asking for a disastrous crit or pair of crits to come along. You know what ogres are not good at? Killing skeletons. They can kill them, just not permanently. I don't think either of those is a holy weapon. Those ogres do have magic weapons, which is its own brand of terrifying. About 25 experience for each of those, and they're large-sized creatures. Yeah, so they're kind of on the bottom end of where I want for leveling. Malachite sword. Already have one that I don't use. That's too bad. Oh, this is cleanup. Pure cleanup. And the damage that Aznabel is doing right here, he is in a larger fatigue state than usual, so he can do more damage than this. No more arrows. No more archers. Wow. That's too bad. Without that block, I could have finished him off there. If this guy blocks, it probably kills him. Yeah, it would have barely killed him. Barely. Considering that this is a timed stage, and that taking down a couple of life, and that taking down the gates takes time, I'm gonna go ahead and Isom can come forward. Wait. There's not a shop here, right? Okay. Isom can come forward. They haven't shown me anything that's capable of hurting me so far. They may have air units out there that will try to slip by this time when I go through the gate. And if so, Isom's still close enough. He should be able to handle it. This may end up being an XP farm type situation. We'll just have to see. The dragon has to be the one to finish these things off. Really? Fire damage? All it took was fire damage? There we go. Don't kill. Don't kill. Good. Good. That skeleton is so weak, the dragon's splash attack should be enough to finish it. Oh, you used a heal leaf on a skeleton? Is that what you did? Maybe used a heal pack. Give band-aids to all of your undead. Ha! That was your one damaging attack. Now get lost. If I can get a breath attack right. Okay. Oh well. Perfect. Now, if they have another heal item, they're going to pop it. But we did manage to get rid of one of their people. It's going to be relatively easy to finish because I only have to kill both of them. I don't have to kill 3 or 4. All right, dragon. Give it to me. Yeah, they're so weak. There's no way they survive this. $25 experience for undead. Very strong. Cleanup on Unit 6. Cleanup on Unit 6. So we brought Destin along for some 64-bit sound porn. Yes. That's just what I wanted. He provides me everything I need. Matsukaze. Another sword I already have a copy of. Does that thing still have its leader? Well, I'm too fatigued to actually do anything right now. It's a full unit. How did I... How? I haven't even fought it yet. How did I get past it? Oh, this is not good. Oh. Okay. I should have items. Okay, good. Good. So, we're going to do this because it's going to vastly improve our first contact with the enemy. Oh, crap. We're here. We'll go ahead and set the battle strategy to leader. What? How? What and how? It may have popped out of a building. It looks like there is a siren unit nearby that came out of nowhere. And it kind of looks like it's walking away from a building. So that might be what happened with it. Okay, good. We're on par to finish this off, but it's going to depend on what their counterstroke looks like here. I'm expecting physical attacks off the Satyr. Okay, very doable. Oh, come on. There. They might have another sword and another power down. Oh yeah, and the Abyss, because it's in the back. Destin, that's 2 misses. That's 2 misses. After I just fluffed you up, you go out and you miss twice. Yeah, I've got no regrets whatsoever about giving Destin that power fruit to get him started on the conflict there. Alright, looks like there's a siren right here. Penelope. She's got an ogre, but it's in a good spot for us to take care of it. Wow, people are beat up. Linus, you're the choice. My number 2 girl, Linus. Linus is hot. Just saying. Attack leader. And again, Plasma Storm. My calling card. Very good chance for disables here. Yes! Ha ha ha! Brutal. Absolutely brutal. He recovered, and then he had another attack. So he was actually able to get out and make some moves there. But I get so much joy out of those status effects. It may be wrong, but I don't care. So Destin's on his way up. That skull shouldn't be a problem. If it can actually get through the gate, that's weird enough by itself. But otherwise, I just have to be on the lookout for flyers trying to slip past me. Whoever my foe, I will do my best. Okay, cool. Is that like a self-pep talk or what? It is funny how incredibly weak this unit looks compared to all my others. And how incredibly weak it is compared to all my others. Skull cleanup. Aisle 6. No! So I think my sustain gets me all the way there. I've got nothing to worry about. I've got 2 more sword strikes. Their damage is not going to accumulate to anything. Destin! Destin. You've missed like 4 out of the last 6 attacks. Alright, we're going to ignore that for now. Without question, going for leader. And then after that, pretty much anybody can clean this up. Ogres will be in the back line if I attack it while it's fleeing, which means they get 1 attack each. Assuming they're still here. Man, they are getting torn. Oh, yeah, they are against the wall. Linus may just decide to go ahead and finish them. So those weak skeletons are a problem. They'll get knocked out with 1 hit at the beginning of the next fight. And that will result in the back line being exposed on the left. Dennis, get out of there. Okay, good. Good. Let's have her go ahead and assault this location before the... Nope, right there. Okay, let's see if she can get there without doing a fight. There we go. I just got a notification from my brother about a little clip I made from one of the other Ogre battle videos I did. He seems to like it. Slice Destin. Destin. Look, Destin, you've been struggling. I think we know that. I'm going to give you a little help. You're in the center, which means you can pick your target. Pick the right target. Destin! They won. They dodge tanked their way into a win. How annoying. Alright. I see 2 units. And I saw a boss, briefly. But I didn't see any air units. Because we're doing what we're doing, I'm going to have Isom go ahead and post here. He should be headed this way anyway. What do we have? Paladin with Underworlders. Only his level should be a threat there. Okay, an Enchanter with a Golem. The Golem will be extra strong, but Golems by themselves are not terrifying. The 2 skeletons. Not worried. Not worried at all. Alright, let's see who we would like to have do cleanup. The answer is Debonair and Rudcliffe, probably, but they can't. Because they just got here. Shirley, are you in shape to move out? Man, she's below 2/3 hit points. Still, she's below 65% hit points. This one is still healing. Still healing. Wow, she's still healing. Okay, so that's a no. I take that as a no. I think Becca actually needed some experience. So we'll go ahead and let her go up here. Oh, that paladin probably will have a holy sword. And I don't want Linus, oh, especially with those weak skeletons. I don't want her to encounter that. Oh, they're set to proximity. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. We have a ton of time left in this scenario. Lots of time. I don't know why there's a time limit. I don't know what's supposed to happen when the time limit ends. But it says we have to finish on time. So, whatever. When you're fighting a group like this, it's way better to have the dragons in the front doing their targeted damage. Because in the back, yeah, they would get a disable. Possibly. But the damage to the corners is really weak. And with only 2 targets, that damage doesn't get multiplied very much. So much better to have them in the front laying down damage that way. Pop. Helm of Thunderclap. I have another one of those. And it's pretty good. Pretty good. This is weak. And we'll go ahead and do the targeted damage here too. 1, because that'll hit the ogre. And I want the ogre gone. Oh yeah. 2 shots. Rebecca was a little bit beat up, it looks like, but boy, she sure managed to clean this up. Can I get a good treasure? Main gosh, the answer is no. So I wonder if the recovery speed... Okay. The recovery speed seems pretty good on this thing. We're going to go ahead and move Isam over to the middle. I guess something that I would wish for in this game if I were to remake it would be that if units are sitting still, they would regain a very small amount of fatigue. Let's see, we know that their formation means their leader's on the left, so let's go ahead and move this over. That should let us put more damage on the left side. Destin. Clean up, Destin. Okay. Targeting strongest didn't work. Destin. How about we target weakest this time? 7 damage. It looks like the enemy has high fatigue now. That should reduce their dodge rate. Should reduce... Come on, man. I'm trying so hard here. Yes. So this should result in a clear. These goblins have blocked, but nope, not this time. They got high fatigue. Wow. I can't say it wasn't worth it. Fetch me the head of a leader. Debonair, show me you're better. Debonair's really only drawback is that his sword is physical damage and you can't re-equip it. He has to keep that sword. Maybe it's better than any other sword I've got, but I doubt it. Just the magic damage effect of most good swords is more than enough to increase their damage to the point that it's worth using it. 65? Nope. If he was doing magic damage, that would have been a kill. Take my sustain, will you? Get it? It'll be fun to see how this guy retreats. He may pop straight up through that gate because he came straight down through it and I was facing him. Yep. So he popped right back out of it. Depending on how this goes, I'll have Debonair go up and pursue the skulls here. He still needs some experience. When they don't have much defense, physical but damage swords do great. When they have a good bit, they are really weak. Really weak. And even with elemental resistances, that doesn't ever seem to be the deciding factor in whether or not a sword does a lot of damage to a target. Block, block. So I should have another heal, and that should mitigate most of what we've seen. Most. There's another Golem strike. In the end, we get 1 kill. We get experience for 2, but we only get 1 in practice. So killing that group's going to be annoying. The undead are going to continue regenerating, and with that unit fleeing, they're gonna shield the Golem from a lot of damage. Kinnison. Amrius, huh? I doubt he's set on aggro. It's just him by himself. Weird. Alright, everybody that's full healed is stepping up. You guys are not full healed. Okay, Debonair makes it past. We can take the skulls. There's probably treasure hidden around here. I'm guaranteed to never be able to come back to this map. So I'm going to go look up a guide to see where all the treasures are. I don't see a point in sending people running every which way to grab treasure. Realistically, you take a fort, you got plenty of time to look around for treasure, right? So it's a little silly that I would be limited to only a short time to pick up equipment from it. Yeah, this is not going to go well for the opponent. Debonair seems to have higher accuracy than Destin. Or not. Ah! Debonair seems to miss every single attack. It worked! This game is susceptible to reverse psychology. Incredible. Okay, so according to the excellent guide that I've been referring to, there's 2 treasures. And I've picked them both up already, so nothing to worry about there. Wow. Wow, what a hammer strike. Okay, thank you. That was totally worth it. Altar of Resurrection. Nice crit. Nice. So that should end the Golem. That ends that skeleton. Now all I have to do is apply 1 hit. Good. Feeling good. That was not much experience. In fact, that was very little. So we've used less than half of the time. We're about half of the time that we've been allotted to finish this map. And it went swimmingly. Everything went great despite the fact that they severely outgunned us in terms of levels. We'll go ahead and have Aznabel on the follow-up. And now let's kill Prince Amrius. I accept your challenge. I mean, you're challenging him, right? Behold! This is the ultimate power. The legendary power. It's mine. What you have is not the ultimate power. You lost to the infernal aura. You fell to the way of darkness. How dare you mock me? I'm a prince. Oh, very impressive. I attained this formidable power without losing my will. This is the ultimate power, the blood of the chosen. That's the privilege of the royal family. I have a sword. Fear the power of the royal blood. I am your master. Bow down before me. Amrius eats a can of purple beans and he thinks he's in charge of everybody. Now, what's your special move here, Amrius? I didn't sleep him. I noticed that. I did not apply sleep with the evil blade. That's it? There's got to be something else. What's coming? I may have underestimated you. Well then, how about this? My final form! Goblins? What, did you run out of good summons? With the power of a god, even denizens of the netherworld heed my beckoning. Now, let's see how you do against this! Well, they're not actually defending you, so... Now, if you've got the ability to full heal yourself every once in a while, yeah, that could be a problem. Crit. One more hit. They're going to need some crits to do anything scary to me, because I'm pretty well full healed. Ah! I take it all back. Eat it, Amrius. I haven't used a Pedra in like 20 missions. Come on. Come on. Ugh. I lost a guy. Yeah, there goes a guy. Ugh. Okay. I was a little arrogant. I should have run. Oh, man. I have no option. Okay, I never had an option, so I'm not going to fret over it. It's possible I lost that paladin for good. At the end of combat, sometimes your characters turn to undead. Traitors! You won't get away with this. I will rule the world with this power. Die. You better pray I didn't lose my paladin, or I'll bring you back just to split you open again. That's kind of a loss. Rune plate. Very cool. I like that. Yeah, I like that. But we're going to have to see about the paladin. I'm going to be on pins and needles until I know what happened to my paladin. What I am about to tell you is not necessarily true. Is this a riddle? Is this like a mental exercise? What are we doing? This is the conclusion which my master has drawn after studying the relationship between the way of the darkness and the power it grants. The divine being, whom we refer to as the Creator, made humans from the void. To serve his every need, the Creator gave humans infinite potential, so my master thought. As evidence, it is possible for humans to enhance their abilities. A good example will be the magical power one can attain. Then, what is considered the very height of human capability? Is there a limit on human ability? As he continued to research the subject, my master discovered it. The seal put upon humans. Seal put upon humans? Yes. The Creator feared the humans for their capability of gaining godlike power, and he decided to put a seal on their infinite potential. When the seal breaks, they gain power above the potential of ordinary humans. But many of those who release their inner power become dominated by infernal aura. To gain the power, one must control his mind and body with strong will. That is my master's conclusion. They become dominated by the infernal aura as their power is released? I just said that. Yes, and that is considered falling into the way of the darkness. Remember, don't be too good, or you'll be bad. It is not an easy task to withstand the infernal aura. Momentary inattention, like if picking your nose or checking out a hot chick, a small incident is all it takes for someone to succumb to the darkness. And when that happens, nothing can be done. You have to amputate to reverse the process. But how is the seal broken? I'm asking for a friend. It is said that those with strong infernal aura break the seal as they draw out the dark emotions from deep within a person's subconscious mind and lure him into the way of the darkness. Most likely those beings are within the central region. Those with strong infernal aura? High-ranking denizens, enigma of the netherworld. The chaos, uncertainty, and fear that envelops Palatinus, they are more than enough to drag people into the darkness. What should we do, Isom? We could kill him. Should we cross the Basilica River and march on the capital, where King Procus and the denizens of the netherworld await? Or should we first liberate our fellow countrymen? We can only choose one. We're a revolutionary army, supposedly maintaining forces all over the country, but we can only make one attack at a time. That's annoying. Okay, let's do it. Let's find out. Okay, he's just dead. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. And I haven't used altars of resurrection, so I've got plenty of them left. Well, teaches me for not being as careful as I should be. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. We'll decide which place to go to next time. So I will see you next time.